For today's part of my Best of 2025 series, we did a whole lot of action adventuring yesterday, so we're going to do some idle and incrementing. So hang back, relax, and let all those numbers start counting way up. 2025 was a very interesting year for idle incremental games. I played quite a few that each did things a little bit differently in some respect, while of course paying homage to all some of the greatest cases of watching number go up. And for my first pick, we go to Progress Racer RPG. This is an incremental / driving game, as you are trapped in a simulation while your girlfriend beckons you to get to her as quickly as you can while strange forces are trying to stop you. The twist of this is that while an average play takes about 2.5 to 3 hours, give or take, the whole point of the story is you need to get to the end as fast as you can, using all the mechanisms, tips, cheats, and optimizations that you can find in order to get your time down. So this is more along the lines of a end-based incremental, so this is not supposed to be the next 50 to 100 hours of your life. And I really like the concept of this one. I've always been interested in seeing more like story-based incremental / idle games, because we've had quite a few over the years. So, if you're someone who's looking for a very short form take on the incremental, then definitely give this one a try, because I think this could definitely stand as another hidden gem for the genre. Speaking about doing very interesting things with the incremental and clicker side of things, my next pick goes to Click to Continue. This is an incremental game where you are counting down. You are trapped in a room. In order to escape, you're going to have to hit a button many times. But that gets a bit boring. So as you keep hitting that number, things start to unlock in the room, and the different puzzles and machinations begin to reveal themselves. Combining the incremental with an escape room is a really great touch, and a solid concept for a game. And despite the very high number you begin with, once you start diving into this game's many different puzzles, you'll find that numbers going down gets faster and faster. Like the previous game, there is an established end to this one, so this is not going to be another mega hour or multi-hour long experience. But still another great take on the incremental side, and doing something very differently for everyone to enjoy. For my next pick, we go to a game that was inspired by the likes of Forager, with Shelldiver. As you dive for various shells, you'll keep bringing up resources to fill out your very expansive perk tree to unlock more areas, get more shells, and rinse and repeat until you are collecting millions upon millions of shells, trash resources, and more. Another very short form take on this particular style, a bit more interactive compared to some of our previous takes and some of the rest of the ones on this list, but still, another game that really just dials in what makes this particular style so addicting to play. Watching these upgrades come in, going from collecting a few, to a dozen, to hundreds, millions, and so on, all while getting more and more upgrades on top of it. And being another short form take means that it's not going to take you a long time to play. And while we really didn't get to see, I think, this year too many like very long form incremental or idle games being released, it's still a very interesting crop of games. So another really great entry if you're looking to do some very short form shell diving in the future. The idea of combining asteroids with incremental and idle design has become a very popular one, it seems. There were a lot of these kinds of games being released in 2025. And one of my favorites goes to Astro Prospector, a game about you fighting big intergalactic coffee, one run at a time. The idea, of course, is you pop your asteroids, collect your resources, and you grow in power and keep growing and so on. The game has a really great hook of escalating both the progression side as well as unlocking new features, new ways of kind of doing more damage, more enemy threats. This is perhaps one of the more hands-on incremental games, I think, of the year. And I really like what the game did for its kind of final boss fight. Since I finished playing this one, it did also get the unlock of a roguelike mode on top to add even more endless replayability for people who want it. Otherwise, it's still a very short form take, maybe like 4 to 5 hours or so on. But still, this one definitely pushes the line in terms of being like an incremental or relaxing game, and for me, I really liked it. So if you're in the mood for do some a little bit more interactivity with your incrementaling, then definitely give this one a try. Another very popular combination when it comes to idle design is combine that with RPGs, another very big staple when it comes to the mobile genre. But having a PC version is a little bit rarer. So my next pick goes to Legends of Dragaea. This is an idle dungeon crawler as you assemble your party, and then set them loose in a variety of dungeons, making sure everyone's gear matches what skills you have selected, and then they're just going to do their thing while you sit back and collect all that sweet loot. Now, when the game was released in 2025, there are talks of getting additional updates to it into this year, including adding in prestige mode and kind of more endgame chase options. This one is not going to exactly, I think, turn you into a lover of either idle design or dungeon crawling design, but if you're someone who likes the mix, then you definitely owe it to yourself to at least give this one a try. And for the last pick of today's video, we go to Tingus Goose, the beautifully disturbing incremental about goose body horror. This game was ported from mobile to the PC, and it's all about you growing your body morphing goose up and up, and trying to figure out how to quickly and effortlessly bounce strange little babies around your goose structure to get as many money as you can in order to keep growing. And it just gets stranger and stranger from there, with some just wonderfully weird and disturbing cutscenes in between each level. This one definitely has a very interesting hook to it, and kind of like with Astro Prospector, there's a lot more interactivity that goes with this one. This one kind of goes more puzzle, as you're trying to figure out how to use the various items you get for each level in order to get through things as quickly as you can. If you just want to sit back and let the money roll in by idling, you can certainly do that. But the game definitely encourages you and rewards you for how well you learn how to bounce, push, and other manipulations of the various creatures in each level. So if you're not weirded out at all about geese doing very un-geese-like behavior, then definitely give this one a play. And with that, another later part comes to an end. We didn't get enough votes, because I think too many people were too busy to do a lot of incrementally or idling in 2025. But if you did happen to play some of these games or some other ones, what are some of your favorite takes for the year? Oh, then we got plenty more and very large categories to get to next. So get some more rest, and we'll be back tomorrow with another entry of my favorite games of 2025. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTubing stuff, be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and you're interested in more in my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.